The next call is a split call. Denise Roach, 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I rise to take a short call for the Greens on the Organised Crime and Anti-Corruption legislation bill. Sir, my colleague David Clendon has already outlined lots of reasons why we're supporting this bill. It's great that New Zealand is exercising our international responsibilities and moving to align ourselves with the various conventions that we've signed up to, like the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, the United States and New Zealand Agreement on Enhancing Cooperation in Preventing and Combating Crime, the OECD Convention on Combating Bribery of Foreign Public Officials in International Business Transactions, the United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organised Crimes, and also the United Nations Anti-Trafficking Protocol. So the public submissions on this bill are largely in support, with groups as varied as the New Zealand Bankers Association, the New Zealand Police Association and Transparency International all expressing support. However, I'd like to raise some of the concerns that were raised in some of those submissions as well. Transparency International, for example, stated the importance that this bill makes explicit that facilitation payments to government officials are bribes. And they rightly note that facilitation payments are widely recognised in many countries and a common practice. And they also say that many of our close allies and friends, including the United Kingdom, actively prohibit facilitation payments with their UK Bribery Act. So I hope this government has not deliberately stymied this bill because of their own embarrassment over their facilitation payments to a certain Saudi Arabian national. There are important principles at work here, and I hope that the government's deserved embarrassment over their own poor conduct hasn't resulted in New Zealand condoning a poor practice. So I guess the timely reminder of how important it is that New Zealand maintain a strong stand against facilitation payments is the developing case in the Philippines covered recently. That's the case of the Laglag Bala, or the fallen bullet scandal, where Filipino airport custom officials were allegedly placing bullets in people's luggages to extort them later and demand a facilitation payment. Now, as far as I know, no New Zealander has been caught in it so far. But if an MFAT official or another staffer elected to pay that type of payment, it would be completely legal, and it disturbs me that it wouldn't be illegal under our own law. Our Filipino New Zealand citizens with ties back to the Philippines who visit their home country, as well as other New Zealanders with interests in the country, could potentially be affected by this, and my heart goes out to them. We are, by failing to criminalise this behaviour in New Zealand, tacitly supporting corrupt systems, empowering corrupt officials, and normalising a culture of corruption. And we have to stand up and make it clear by our words and by our deeds that corruption and facilitation payments are unacceptable, whether it's to secure an agri-hub in a Saudi desert or to make sure the baggage that you are travelling with goes through airport security unmolested. We should take a stand on this. Corruption, sir, is a bit like tooth decay. If you allow a little bit through and don't clean it up, it spreads and trashes the whole mouth. It also causes other feedback loops within systems, and by not taking a firm stand against it, we are partly enabling cultures of corruption, and that, sir, is a lost opportunity with this bill. Sir, we don't believe this bill goes far enough to stamp out facilitation payments, and we could do better, and with the Greens in government, we certainly will.
I call Reno